Hello there, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some racing on the room that races. So it's a very racy room. It's all full of models. What a time. What a place. There's a time and a place. That's what they say. That's what I was told. The time and the place is here. Right here. Right now. That is the place and time. It's time to have an orange as well. It's orange time. Hello, Buckle. Well, everybody. Well, everybody. Oh. Show me your oranges, love. Hello, Jet Red. Hello, Ryan. What happened to the stream last night? Oh, our internet kept going down for some reason. I think the just a technical issue. With yeah. Not my computer, just ISP. You set the resolution to 720p. Yeah, but 720p is terrible. Double the FPS. I mean, 720p is pretty bad. Why is Twitch not? Why is YouTube not working on here? Hang on. probably should have rebooted OBS here. Maybe my stream PC needs rebooting. Someone on YouTube say something. Type hello on YouTube. It's not YouTube's not coming through on my chat app for some reason. Oh no. Ah, here we go. Should work now. Someone type something on YouTube. Say hello. Say hello. Yes, it's working now. Fixed it. Love a bit of tech support, guys. Oh man. Let's have some coffee. Hello. How good's the bop? I don't know. The tuna man. Hello, Monty. We'll probably have to do some hot lapping. We hit the pace wall. I don't think Microsoft care about VR. Sony kind of are just there to have a foot in the door. I don't think they're that crazy about it. Look at this warning sign. It's very German. Nicht looken here. Nicht walken. Nicht smoken. Nicht drinken. Nicht. Nicht looken. Du bist naughty. Guten Abend. Wheel. The game handles like a drunken koala on a night out drinking too much fermented bamboo. I forgot to load my HUD. Just better way of playing. You have to load the HUD before the game starts, do you think, or do you think it'll work? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, why is it loaded it? He's forgotten our... Oh, there we go. Forgot our layout. Zero Force Racing subscribed. Pete Jarron pledged on... oh, it's a new month, isn't it? thanks to everyone that's on our Patreon. Appreciate it. I think all my OBS is messed up because of our internet. Because of our internet break-in yesterday. How many litres of fuel we need for this race, but 15 minutes, 37 litres is probably fine. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Beautiful. Hello, John. I don't know if they've divided the splits up into more splits now. Wow. You, Kylie Racing, you have to ask yourself the question, why is Macau your favourite? That's the real question. I mean, that's an interesting... do you have millions of pounds and you like to play poker? It all makes sense. Hello, Daniel. All our Patreon members are going to come up on the screen. Thank you very much. move that there so it doesn't block the view for you guys. Coyote Racing's been incredibly controversial here. Oh, here we go. Sorry, but you can't overtake off the track, mate. What are you doing? Someone's had a few drinks. Thanks on Patreon. It's gonna show all this month's Patreons. Exciting times. Thank you very much. I wasn't stuck at the hairpin. I just took a tighter line, and the other car drove off the track. So yeah, they're going to be able to go around the outside of the track faster for sure. But then they have to rejoin the track legally. So it's up to them to rejoin the track safely. It's nice you can have a bit of contact in this game though. Hello, Abdullah. What on earth are they doing? Christ. Tried to get around I wanted to get around the other side, but then the car lost all grip on the grass there, so I couldn't keep my foot in. Yeah, they're all over the place. What are they doing? Bloody hell. I think he's had a few drinks. Are they playing with a keyboard? Glorious 7th. Are you kidding? Come on. Is he not close enough to complete that? He's just gonna ramshackle me. He's filled his pint with whiskies as well. He's had a mixer. Lol. Why? He just spun it. It's really weird. The people that attack you the hardest tend to be the ones that take take themselves out after like 2 or 3 laps. It's really weird. It's in every sim. corner is taking everyone out. I can get a track cut every lap. If we try hard enough. If we really try hard enough, we can do a track cut every single lap. It's my dream. Track cut dream, 30 incident points, all from track cuts. I mean, they're called points, so they must be good. So you get to level 2 if you get 30 of them. final lap. So. Run out of fuel. What a shame. Motive. Oh, getting faster. You have to drive the cars in this like they're rental cars. You have to just really lean on the front tyres super aggressively. Like go deep into the corner, lean on the fronts. It's literally like a rental car. Push onto the tyre, use the front tyre grip. My driving style is normally more one of like the oversteer. Get oversteer early and then get on the throttle early and rotate the rear. But I think Race Room wants you to sort of push into the fronts. It's just how I think that's just how it is. Could do a super touring. GoldenEye. Oh no, where's my results gone? Hello? Hello? Oh, my results are disappeared. What's going on, Race Room? There's a lot of sliding in Race Room. You can slide a lot in Race Room. Helena McCalling. I am at the expo. Is it in 2 weeks? Bloody hell. It is in 2 weeks, isn't it? It's not that the front's sliding, it's that you just have a lot of grip from the front, so you just need to make sure you use it. You still have to get on the throttle, you just have to make sure you're using the front tyres, using up the grip. You still have to balance the car on the throttle as well. It's not that it's trapped in understeer, it's like it's quite hooked up. But you just need to make sure you're using the grip that the fronts can provide. Oh no, my stats are my stats are broken. We're on. It says 1,711. We'll see if it's. We'll see if it continues to improve. We didn't know. Well, our internet went down yesterday, so we had to stop. We couldn't do streaming because internet said no. There's a lot of oversteer in this game as well, Ryan. This is very controllable. It's just, as I say, you just have to use up the grip of the front tyres a bit more than say AC and iRacing. You're still slightly. It depends on the car as well. Every sim has its own little little meta. What's the time? We've got 10 minutes. Is this practice thing working? Let's see. Where's the golden eye? There it is. Oh, 7 minutes. Is this working? Oh, it's weird that it's not working. Why I can't see it. Golden eye! Here we go. Oh, hang on. Oh no, our wheel's desynchronized. What's going on here? No. See if this works. Golden eye. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Have to have the Moses software open. This would be a good daily driver, I think, this car. Pretty practical vehicle. Says you only, Sims. Can you imagine going to Lidl's in this? It'd be amazing. Also, the police wouldn't be able to catch you. They're not going to be able to compete with this. No, we're doing 180. Police cars only go up to 50 miles an hour these days. Due to austerity, they've had all they're all driving Robin Reliance. That saves them a wheel. Cost saving measures. Why do you need a radio? You're listening to the car. You need Why would you want to listen to the radio when you could listen to the engine? Are you mental? Come on, man. Oh, I've missed the corner there. You're really not thinking, are you? This is old Silverstone, yeah. I want to listen to my straight cut gears. Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? Also, drive this without a helmet for a few hours and you'll be deaf, so you won't need a radio anyway. I need to get the brake point for this this right-hander. It's a nice little track, this. It was a bit confusing at first, but... it should work with a controller. Racing. Woo. Okay. Go. Who doesn't like a good buffer? Oh, GoldenEye. GoldenEye! Of course, got to have the GoldenEye. I want some jelly. Jelly. I think some jelly would be nice, guys. Jelly. 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 Bloody hell, how many people are in this race? Jesus Christ. Arbonne. Heisekanainen. Jelly. Don't you like the jelly? No, I don't. Jelly and ice cream don't go together. I've never understood. That's disgusting. It's like putting jelly with sponge cake. It's the two incorrect textures. Like, why would you mix jelly and... Like, jelly goes with jelly. Jelly and sponge cake is like having jelly with curry. You know, why would you want to do that? What kind of weirdo does that? Wrong. 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 Easy. This is what you need. You just need the grid. You need like 40 car grids. This is like 26 cars. I feel like... Yeah, you just need like 35, 40 car races because that's quite a hard thing to get in other sims. And so if you're like, oh, there you go, 40 car race. jelly baked beans. Whale jelly. That's my favourite jelly. I go whale hunting on Tuesdays. Does anybody else go whale hunting on Tuesdays? Forget sim racing. Whale hunting's where it's at, guys. Yeah, knee jelly. Knee jelly's where it's at. Yeah, I buy cat food and specifically just eat the jelly that's in the cat food, like the congealed mass that you find in cat food. That's what I particularly enjoy. Yeah, I leave the rest of it. Just lick that jelly. It's the best, yeah. Dog food jelly. It's my favourite. Mixed with yeah. Pet food, jelly and ice cream, that's it, yeah. The ultimate food combo. Until you try it. Pet food, jelly and ice cream with crumbled wood louse on top. It's the best. People will say, oh, that's disgusting. They've never tried it though, have they? Dog food jelly kebab. I swear it's at. It's one of my favourites. One of the best, if not the best. It's the normal dinner. Salted crab shell, yeah. Crab shell mixed with crab brain. Ah, beautiful. With some chicken toenail. Beautiful. I love a bit of chicken toenail for breakfast. Crab's head filled with chicken toenails. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. Beautiful. Who doesn't like to wake up with a crab's head filled with chicken toenails? It's It's my favourite breakfast. Fresh chicken toenail. Boiled in goat's urine. Beautiful. An 8-hour team day with 2 hours of bog standard HR. Yeah. People that work in HR tend to be the most interesting people. I found the type of person that works in HR tends to be really, you know, the most dynamic and interesting of people. If I was going to be trapped in a lift, I want to be trapped in a lift with someone that works in HR. That's my dream. We can all agree that's I'd like to be trapped in a lift with a crab's head full of chicken toenails and someone that works in HR, and we could share crab's head toenail dinner together. One of those council estate lifts that smells of urine and vomit with graffiti on the wall. That's my dream. That's what I want. Yeah, Skyworld gets triggered by the word floaty because he thinks whenever someone says floaty, he thinks people are claiming that cars don't slide around. So for Skyworld, it really upsets him because he assumes that people think that cars don't move around on the track. So in his mind, it's upsetting. That's how simple Skyworld's brain is. You could train a large language model on Skyworld's brain in 2 minutes. It's just 3 variables. It's a crabhead brain. If he'd eaten crabhead filled with chicken toenails, he wouldn't be so easy to trigger. He'd be relaxed and happy. Have you ever seen someone that's eaten a chicken toenail crabhead be upset? I haven't. There's a good reason for that. You can't be crabby if you've eaten a crab head. You've become crab, so you can't be crabby. Anyone that's joined this live stream probably feels like they're having a stroke or something. A lot of women that watch this stream are, of course, having a stroke. You know, it's not my fault. We do have a warning for that. Whoa! Bloody hell! Hello, Matt. How's it going, man? You can smell burnt toast. My bro. Oh, I cut the track. My bro. Oh, the pensioners. I mean, I'll take it. Bloody hell. Oh no, I know, I might get one more lap. 127. Might just get one more lap here. not getting one more lap. Oh, well, we'll use this as practice. You're very busy, nice. As you can see, I'm very busy. We're going to be teaching people how to play Race Room. Very few people can play Race Room to my level, you know. Honest question. Hang on. What are you going to do with that information? Are you making like a Game of Muscle, hairy Game of Muscle mannequin? I remember when he had hair, but was it curly or straight? So I need to make a little. I need to make an accurate recreation in my mind, in my mind's eye. I need to know. What are you going to do with that? What if I told you I had planks of wood for hair? It was a rare genetic condition called plank hair condition. And the builders would keep coming and stealing my planks. And so I had to just saw the planks off in the end. It was a hard time. Wagon wheel head. I had a 90s DTM tyre for a hairstyle. Right, here we go, guys. Starting from 16th place. Get ready for some floaty action. Car in front's brought to you by Ericsson, the Volvo. Looks like a Subaru Impreza to the left. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be carnage. Starting 16th out of 26 cars. Kapow! Fast start. We've got a good launch here. There's a window. Moses coming through. These guys were sleeping. They were caught napping. Straight up the inside. You've got to take advantage of this. Of people leaving the door open. The fools. Never leave the door open, guys. That door was closing. He was going to keep going to the right then. We'll defend the car that's behind us whilst overtaking the car on the left. Try to make the most of that. It's all happening. Channeling my 90s BTCC driver to do this. Have we got pace? We're in the top 10. Can we keep with these guys? That's the main thing. These guys in front are battling, so they should be slow. We'll probably crash into each other. If we're lucky. We're very slow through that corner. Carry a lot more speed through there. We need more particles. Everything needs particles. Life is a particle. Look at that. Much better line through there. Much better. Each time we do that corner, we'll... Oh, okay, track cut, but... We've got at least 2 tenths in that corner. Catching them, guys. Hello, Gorg Ortner. George Gorg. Georg. The guy whose name nobody knows how to pronounce. Well, I don't. And every time someone says his name in a video, it's different. He's the man of a million names. Once we've got these 2 right-handers down, we'll have it. I quite like doing this straight line break into that. Straight lining it seems to be, I feel like that's probably the better way of doing it. Although with race room, maybe leaning on the fronts a bit more, might be faster. If I was doing that in a real car, I'd straight line it like that. As long as my Delta keeps going green, we're chipping away. Push the wheel in. car in front smoking. He's bloody sped up. Red arrow display in front of us. Can we get Mr. T Creed before the end of this race? We're slowly reeling him in. There's at least another 10th in that corner. Prime Television? Do I need to tune my TV box? Hello. Thanks for joining us on Patreon. I can't see the names because they're too small, but thank you very much for being on. Thanks for being on our Patreon. Appreciate the support. I should say at the bottom of the screen. Who is it? Stephen Williamson. Thank you for joining us on Patreon. Appreciate it. Or continuing your Patreon. Thank you. Every time we get faster, he gets faster. I need to get that tighter so we can get on the throttle sooner. Oh, huge mistake from the car in front. Bit of BTCC moves there. Volvo'd him. Sure he'll be back. Get ready for some defense here. Oh, he's gone wide. Boiled his kettle. Beautiful. Final lap. About 5/10 off pace here, I think. Cars in front might wreck and we get another place. That'd be nice. .007 absolutely Volvo'd him. There we go, it's not too bad. Nice bit of driving there. I think we earned another orange. Orange. Okay. Should be able to do the MX-5 now, I think. 8th place overall, not too bad. Best lap, 1:25.7, so 1 second off. Well, hello, thank you, subscribing to the channel. 14-month Guvazera. Thank you very much. Hang on, why are we missing the MX-5s repeatedly? Or do we have to do this one and then we do MX-5? I think that's right. I think that's the flow. We're gonna do some Opel. The results page is melted down here. Are we actually gaining rating, or is this on fire? Not sure what's going on here with the ratings. It ain't showing nothing, mate. Did we go up? We'll have to rewind the stream. Since we're on 1711 now. I think the rating server's cooking. If my race room ID is 1109, does that mean I'm the 1109th person to get race room? That's pretty early on. I think I did get race room as soon as the beta went up in 2012. Yeah, this is a hard orange to peel. Yeah, not quite. I think my Steam ID is pretty low as well. What a legend. What an ID legend, guys. One of the best IDs in the world. Just orange myself and the sim rig. One tyre on the track. Full E-pin extension. Ah, that makes sense, kind of, mate. I had at least 12. Stella, what do I think? I don't think. I lost my ability to think. Blowfish Avenger. It was me in the Volvo that crumbled under the pressure. Crumbled. Yeah, good racing. It's because the Volvo's too heavy. That's the issue with that. The Volvo's got too many, too much metal in the bodywork. It's weighing you down. The advantage is you can drive through a Christmas market and the car will be fine. But yeah, other than that benefit, the Volvo's like the Toyota pickup of race cars. If you mounted a anti-aircraft gun on the back of a Volvo estate, you'd probably have one of the greatest weapons mankind has ever produced. Steering says just leave it on 50 so it's linear. Crumbling under pressure. Like sandstone during tectonic plate activity. like cheesecake under an aggressively pushed down spoon. Crumbling. Yeah, I don't crumble under pressure because I'm the pressure. That's what they call me. That's my wrestling name, The Pressure. Excuse me, Cat Debate. You're the melt. You're a tuna melt. We could drift every corner here. I think that someone needs to make a Volvo estate game. It could be called Estate Racer. I have to drive slowly so that people can have an idea of how to drive slowly. We don't want to intimidate viewers with too much skill. I did play Volvo, the game, yeah. It's like a free... They had a hot lap competition, but you couldn't... You had to play it with the assists on. It was very hard. It was just repackaged GTR Evolution, though, wasn't it, I think? With some rando tracks and 2 cars. I wonder how much Volvo paid for that. Probably not enough. $1 million times and played once. Why would you have a picture of a car as a child in your bedroom? What kind of weirdo does that? Have a picture of a helicopter, surely. Give it some welly. Good drift track this. 6th. Still miles off the pace. This track's like wonky corner after wonky corner. (1711). Let's see if this is if it's working. Can you guys remember 1711? Drive every car as long as you like. Unlimited test time. It's like a special needs exam. Take as long as you want. Unlimited test time. I can't spell my name. That's alright, don't worry. Oh. Here we go. How many people are registered for this? The Reliant Robbian. The Robbian. That car's a good cut. Like, you save having to buy. Just think of the cost savings. One less wheel. That's like one less brake. One less tyre. One less wheel rim. You've already saved like £200, right? And then... okay. Yeah, just think of the savings. Sure, that means it's not particularly good at braking and is a little bit understeery. Also, the weight savings as well. So there's fuel savings as on top of that. Like a wheel weighs a fair amount. So, yeah, you know. And you get to be halfway between a car and a bike, or kind of like a quarter of the way between a car and a bike. So isn't that just exciting? You'd be like, oh, am I in a car? And then if you want to, you can lift it up and move it into a parking space. So again, another great, like, this is the thing. There's quite a lot of good features about that vehicle that people just don't really appreciate. Recyclable as well. Mostly recyclable once you've melted all the plastic. Yeah, really a great vehicle that I think people should be more respectful of, and they're not. I haven't seen one on the road for a long time, actually. Do they still drive? The last time I saw a three-wheel car, I think was like 4 or 5 years ago, and that was in Europe. There's quite a few of three-wheel cars in Germany. We made a mega one in Forza Horizon 4, but the problem we made it faster than like it was like a GT3 car spec, but the problem was it just wouldn't turn. It was really funny. We put lots of downforce on it, but it didn't help. Yeah, I'm like the spare wheel. Well, everybody. Well, everybody. Thanks, 07 buck. Jay Shalmer. I think we'll beat him. We'll beat the Shalmer. I'll Shalm him what for? Why does that happen? Oh, it's the chat room. Okay. Oh. That didn't work. I wanted to see if it kept the messages there. Oh. Look at that. Makes me want a beer. It's a classic, classic livery. Oh, it's deleted all my messages. Oh well. Oh, here we go. Quality time, guys. Let's just put 10 litres in. That'll be enough. Did I change the... yep, we're good. Yeah, it's still Vauxhall. We don't have Opals in the UK. No, I'm not gonna say what you tell me to say. I'm not your remote control Brit. For all I know, you get me to say something that's highly offensive in South Africa. I don't trust anybody. My bro. Woo! Right. Just warming up the tyres in the engine there. My bro. I take you for a what was it? A Bob Jan. I'm the ultimate. Someone needs to create that as a sim racing channel. Bob Jan Sim Racing. Bob Jan Sim Racer, and they dress as they always wear a gorilla suit. That's a genius idea. That would be really popular. Wouldn't be very comfortable, but that would do well on the internet. Wow, tyres got stuck over the limit there. They did not want to come back. Yeah, I mean, if you want to make money from YouTube, reviewing stuff makes sense. There's a lot of companies that want to send you stuff to review. Wintech, hello. Jonathan Dark Arts too well. I think Random does quite a good job on his reviews, the stuff I've seen. He doesn't just shill the stuff like some people do, which is nice. Oh, this corner. Off camber. I know my battery's running out. Hello, Eddie Cower. Best, but it wasn't the worst. In fourth place though. See, the top guy is doing 2:07, so I'm miles off the pace. What are they doing? What car are they driving? The BMW. They're like a second faster in seconds. Last sector's pretty similar, but bloody hell. Yeah, we absolutely destroyed their time. They're basically uncompetitive. Oops. Should you buy the... Well, if you want to... It's cheaper to buy VRP than it is to pay for it the other way, yeah. Hopefully they do a sale soon. I'm sure I can drive a lot better. It's coming. Man, the sliding around in these vintage cars gives me a headache. Thanks for subscribing. It's too much sliding. Here we go. Fourth place. See how well we can do. He thought I was going to send it. It's a novel defensive line. That's what you've got to do. P1's gone. Don't care about P1. It's about the same as AC1. It's a bit more CPU demanding than AC1, but about the same. Shame we're not closer to P1. I'll be able to copy his lines. Ah, it's fine. You've got to use up the transmission. What is there for? All right, Matt, take care, man. Got 5 minutes of knitting now. This car's a drift car. So you could do good drifting around this track. The thing is, Race Room wants you to drive into understeer, and so it's really contradictory. Like, I want to brake and have the front load up and then precisely point the car, but to go faster you need to like intentionally overdrive into understeer. But then if you get the entry slightly wrong, it then continues in the understeer, which you then have to use throttle to get the rotation, and then the car's going to slide a lot more. You can't get the car on its nose, basically. You have to preemptively have got the understeer state correct through the corner. If you try and trail brake the car through the corner as well, you just lose time. You need to be on the front tyres rather than using the brake. I don't think it's hard. I think it's just it's a memorization thing again. You just have to know the corner entry speed to then be at the right amount for the understeer, basically. At least you can counter steer it and you can rotate it on the throttle. Just push the wheel in. Wow, we got a nice third place out of that. Not bad, not bad. The thing is, that track is all mental corners. It's a track of entirely mental corners. We do the MX-5, I think. Hello. We're stuck. We're trapped. We're trapped. Oh no, we're UI trapped. Oh, there we go. 2086s. I think we did a 208, but it didn't count. So actually, we were generally on pace with one of our laps, but we did cut the track. So you just have to. It's just getting the timing right for getting the understeer to line up into the corner, and then driving it smooth. Here we go, MX-5. The Opel definitely seemed faster than the BMW though. Down the straights, I don't know why. Whew. Push the wheel in. It's weird, that thing with Race Room though. It's the GTR Evolution, Race 07, Race Room behaviour that you push into the front tyres. I'm pretty sure, like, it's how you drive a rental car. Like, you would generally, I think you'd be better off not doing that in like in AC, in iRacing, and in a real car. Generally, you'd want to use the front tyres, obviously, but if you're driving by, it's that who's that Formula driver that would do that? They'd intentionally go deep into the corners on the front tyres, and basically what you're doing is you're letting the tyre grip do the driving for you. Instead of you knowing what the car's going to do and you being on top of it, you basically you're trying to line it up so that you're effectively within the general range of what the front tyre is going to do going into the corner as best possible, but then you really are letting the front tyre, the grip, the slip curve of the front tyre and the return of the grip, you're allowing that to then just let the tyre return the grip back in line with the corner. And maybe slightly go too deep into, maybe go slightly over the limit into the corner, so the tyres are over a bit, and then you let it come back. It is a way of driving, but I think it wears out the front tyres. Generally speaking, it's not a way of saving tyres, and I don't think it's. I think that way of driving is slower than neutral to oversteer into a corner. Because you're always going to be dependent on the car setup and the front and the nature of the front tyre grip and how that hooks up with that car. Whereas if you're driving neutral to oversteer into a corner, you are more, as the driver has more opportunity for rotating the vehicle, and so they've got more freedom over the car setup as opposed to being sort of locked in by the tyres. If that makes sense. And it's a driving style. I think it's what worse drivers generally do, but there have been some Formula 1 drivers that drive like that. I think it is a worse way of driving, generally speaking, but it can work. I mean, the thing is, it would probably depend on the car and the tyre compound and the conditions. There might be times where that's a better way to drive. But this is the other thing I think a lot of people don't realise. There's a lot of real-world drivers that only have one driving style. They're what I would call shit drivers, but they've got away with it. Whereas I think good drivers have multiple driving styles, and they can switch between them depending on what's needed. And that's what you see when you see like really good drivers, and they when they go to like the different team or whatever, or they're driving a different car. It doesn't matter what car you give them. So, and a driver that can drive with oversteer and aggressively oversteer a car, they could do the understeer type driving perfectly fine, because it's an easier way of driving. It's a lazier way of driving. It requires less managing by the driver. Whereas a driver that can only do the understeer type driving, I call it understeer driving, I don't know what you describe it as, but the drivers that can only do that, kind of a bit limited, I think. But it's interesting. You need to look at the telemetry and analyse and look at the driver on boards, and you'll be able to see which drivers do what. But I would wager. Can you master multiple driving styles? Yeah, well, a driver that can drive on a driver that can handle oversteer type active driving, they're just better driver, to be honest. That's my view. That's just, I just think that's, yeah, I think some people just haven't learnt this. Like, they're not very good drivers. They might be good at memorising tracks and stuff, but I don't think they're that good at balancing a vehicle. And I think that's really what defines. Depends how you define a better driver. I mean, if someone's winning, they're winning, aren't they? But well, this is like, so this is the thing. I think those sim racers that can be good in multiple sims. Each sim has a specific driving style to be fast in that sim, a specific meta, and it's like in real life, each car. I mean, there's more consistency in physics in real life, but each car will have a driving style that's a meta to get the most out of a specific car or a specific setup. So a sim racer that can drive multiple sims, reasonably fast is going to be much better than a sim racer that can only drive one sim, because all they've done, someone that can only drive one sim has just memorized more likely than not, they've just memorized a bunch of procedure. This is a specific thing when they're scouting for sim racers for Formula One teams, simulators and stuff. They want sim racers that are aware of the specific driving styles and the limitations of the simulator, not just someone that's fast and they don't know why they're fast. John Reed, well, of course, no one's driving is as good as mine. Let's be honest. But this is also why I think a lot of sim racers don't notice or care about the force feedback so much, because if you're not feeling out the vehicle, you don't, you're just you're mostly memorised driving. The force feedback doesn't really matter, to be honest. You just build up an expectation of what's going to happen. Balance it on the limit. Also, different tracks will magnify different aspects of driving. So obviously, like Watkins Glen doesn't really have any tight corners. So they're all the corners are above like 80 miles an hour. I think. I don't think there's anything less than, probably more than that, to be honest. So some tracks like Road America, Road Atlanta, Spa has one slow corner. Brands Hatch doesn't really have any slow corner. I mean, Druids is slow, but it's banked massively. That's the thing. There's a whole bunch of momentum and balance. I don't think it's saving our rating here. We're being scammed. We're being scammed, guys. Oh, well, at least we're doing all right though. Definitely, I find it makes me faster going through. Oh no, he's going to get boot camp and he's going to do race room. Yeah, I find jumping from sim to sim definitely makes me faster overall, because you learn. iRacing, you have to be super preemptive and mega precise on the brake pedal, and not use the steering wheel at all. Race room, you have to intentionally push yourself through the corner and lean on the front tyres. Then I say AC1 is pretty balanced. AC1, that's why AC's the most realistic sim by far. Like, it's not perfect, but it's balanced. It's in the middle. Has some cheesy aspects to it, but it's in the middle. Then Automobilista 2 is just insane. I don't even know what Automobilista 2 is. Nice, good job winning. Yeah, we used to race some well fast people that would use a mouse. Some fast gamepad people that race in our server.
I don't like ACC,
This is
but
like
I do like the
normal.
That is amazing. So it's probably one of the
best.
But one of the, or not the best simulation to practice, like even F1 or GT mods. It's really good.
Well, I think Max is pretty good without needing to train, to be honest. I don't think by the time someone's done like 10 years of go-karting, I don't think they need any training. It's just well, for a track like Nordschleife, it would just be absolute memorization of the internalizing the flow of the track and the racing line to like a ridiculous degree, so that you're not having your brain's not having to think about car positioning at all. So they're not using the sim to like learn how to drive. It's using the sim so your brain doesn't have to think about where your car is on the track. So you can then more of the brain can be used for balancing the actual vehicle in real life based off the variability that happens in real life. Because in real life, it's going to be different, subtly different, even when it's good conditions. It'll be subtly different every single time. So a driver's going to want to maximise the attentive focus on those subtly different components, even when they're a very skilled driver. So, and the track, like you can see this with like Misha, because he's done so many laps of the Nordschleife. That's a big aspect of driving. Like if you absolutely know the racing line to like to millimeters, like if you enter a corner 1 centimeter better than the other driver, that's like 500ths like of pace. Like 1 centimeter, it's going to depend on the car obviously, but like 1 centimeter is quite a bit of pace. Like it's more pace from that than you get from throttle or braking and stuff. Well, not necessarily actually, but like it's more pace without you having to use balancing skill, if that makes sense. It's like you want that, and then you're going to be using the throttle and accelerator, but raw precision of the vehicle through the apex is basically it's effectively free time. If you can get the position of the vehicle through the apex better fundamentally before even talking about balancing, raw. It's like if you would just have a radius, it's just you're traveling less distance. If you have a circle, let's say you have a 500 meter radius circle, if you are 1 centimeter wider, like there's a mile, it's a circle that's a mile. If you're 1 centimeter out, you're then going like 1.02 miles, right? Free pace, basically, yeah, from car positioning. And I think that's what because sims stay the same. That's where a lot of the pace comes down to. If you watch hot lap competitions and hot lapping stuff, so much of it is just the racing line and people then pushing the limits to where you're going to get a penalty or track cut or not. Given it's so good for modding, how come no one's made plugins that fix characteristics of the engine that are now outdated? Because mods don't address fundamental physics engine stuff and fundamental game stuff normally. Mods are basically someone creating a vehicle that's then got a bunch of parameters that plug into the underlying physics engine. Slightly different with AC because people have hacked it to high hell. But a mod is just, this is why it's really weird when people go, oh, I'm a physics person, and you're like, well, what do you do? Oh, I build cars. And it's like, okay, well, it is important that they get the parameters right, and they do have to dial it in, and they do need to understand the handling, and it will affect how the car drives. But in terms of the underlying meta of the tyre model and the underlying physics of a simulator, suspension, everything, it doesn't really change those. The actual core. No, it's like the difference between if you were God and you changed how physics work in reality versus building a different type of car. And the thing is, in reality, there's almost an infinite depth to real world physics. But in a video game, it's actually relatively limited. It's very complicated, and you know, there's a lot of. It's still complicated, but it's still quite limited. Yeah, you'd have to redo physics code. This is why, like, every car in Race Room feels like a Race Room car. They all drive exactly the same, basically. It's just different speeds, different amounts of slip, whatever. It's all the same. It's same in AC, same in iRacing. everything drives the same. Like the underlying meta is the same. You're just having to do your pedal inputs and your steering inputs faster or slower, more or less. But the actual technique is all the same. I can't think of a single sim where the fundamental technique for that sim is different from car to car. It won't be, because ultimately they're all constrained by how the tyre tends to behave at the limit, and you know what the inherent balance of the vehicle. Can you buy me a Mazda? Yeah, if you want to. I'd have to get a license first. Hello, Jamie. Is God watching? Well, I don't believe in God, so probably not. You make it sound so easy. It is. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the Mazda offer. Lee Mabbott's in here from Seven Motorsports. Ah, nice. Good luck, Jorg. May your thermals be strong and your ridge lift be smooth. May your Vario beep. That was an impersonation of Jorg Ortner's Vario. Oh no, his race hasn't gone very well. Oh, he's coming back now. What a time to be a Vario, guys. Vario life. Oh! I think my orange has gone. My orange has poisoned me. I feel orange poisoned. Death by orange. Or I got motion sickness from all the left and right in those cars. There's quite a lot of hills on Bruno. It's probably wrecked me. Absolutely Bruno'd. Here we go. Get a quali in here. Well, Jamie, that's not really useful, is it? That's just dark matter, right? Why you've just that's just dark matter, right? Why would it be anything else? Also, dark matter is just a word to describe scientists not understanding or having an explanation for the density of the universe. It's not really just it's no it's just damn it. It doesn't mean anything, does it? Like, how would that help you? Oh my goodness, come on. You have to think, if something doesn't make any difference either way, what's the point? No, what? Just stop typing religious rubbish. Can't be bothered. Oh dear. Look at this flowing through here. that's good. Did not want to go through that corner. Yeah, I'm not feeling very well. I think it's going away though. I think the orange at 8 poisoned me. I feel proper sick. Orange poisoning. Imagine if I had water in them and they went, pff, that'd be well good. Alright. Starting 8th place, nice. AccelerationNation.com. Oh man, I need a drink of water or something. Absolutely wrecked. It's got a nice fan blowing on us, which is good. There we go. No, can't front jump the start there.
The pace car is out of control.
Thanks for following Coffee Racer. Hi ho. This looks like an accident waiting to happen, doesn't it? He should have pushed it in. He needed to push his wheel in, didn't he? But he didn't. front. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Samir.
For affordable tire.
Thank you. That's a bit of reactive blocking there, mate. Nice little gaggle. Well, that's him gone. We can catch up with these two guys. Get a podium. It's not a surprise. I hope this guy behind me bump drafts me. If he goes for a pass here, he's a bit stupid. He should bump draft us, and then we'll catch up with these two other cars. If he Quartermesher, if he can give us a push here, we have a chance of us both potentially getting a third. Yes, there we go. Good job. Wunderbar. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to serve penalty. Thank you. Whoops. Ja, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Entschuldigung. We're going. Wuppertal Schwimmbahn bist mega geil, ja? Close this bloody gap. Too much faster. They're not suffering from orange poisoning either, which probably helps. No, why's the car behind dropped off? Schweinhund! if they can fight each other on the final, they can crash on the final corner. Don't think they will. Can we flip the car, do you think? That was alright. We got 5th place. It says we're 1,804 rating, 91 safety. We're the safest person in this. Oh no, T Creed's safer than us, and so's we're the 3rd safest person in the server. That's how safe we are, guys. Proper safe, mate. What a drive. Boop. Well done, 7 SVPS. Shone off sim racing. Well done. Where did Lee finish? Oh, that's disappointing, Lee. Come on. He's not been doing enough race room. For some reason, this display's not showing, but it is. Our rating has gone up in the game according to the other thing, but it's just not showing here. Guys, I'm gonna have a break because I feel like death. I'm gonna have some water, and but I'll probably be back later. I think I think the orange has just poisoned me. Slowly getting better. Slowly going away. So I might just have I might go for a little walk actually. But yeah, I think my orange was a little bit off. Glass of water and a little walk I think will help. Could have been motion sickness from Bruno though. Who knows? Absolutely wrecked. Right, so back in a bit, guys, hopefully. Maybe we'll do some iRacing later, I don't know. Right. Let me send you to Brother from Another Mother. Thanks for watching, guys, and taking part. Appreciate all the Patreon members and channel members and everything. Thank you. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good afternoon. Bye, guys. See you later, hopefully.